Hello again. I am here to make another video, and this time I hopefully have fixed the background noise and the noise from the game, so you will hear me better and not a lot of background noise. I was originally going to make a video of how to play Jungle Karma, but I couldn't find any game that allowed me to play Jungle Karma, so I'm actually going to make a video of how to play Hybrid Varus, and hopefully it will be very enjoyable for you. And Lee Sin is going to be AFK for the entire game. I don't know why, he just moved, so that is really weird actually. I'm going to go ahead and lower the sound music so that your ears don't start to bleed. And we will actually win this game even though he is AFK. And they seem to have some connection issues also. And let's look at my runes and so on. I have full 80 runes, so I start out with 7680 when I go Doran's Blade, which is 8. And I actually have some mana regeneration and so on and so on. For ultimate harass, I'm again going with the character that has pretty good harass. I like those champions, so I'm having some mana regeneration to be able to keep up that spamming of Q, which is the first ability I'm going to start with. The reason I am going Hybrid Varus is because I think at late game his W ability is kind of wasted if you don't go a little bit AP on him, because it actually scales of AP and it scales of how much health a person has, and the more HP you have, the more AP you have and the more HP the enemy has, the more your detonated blights will do. As it scales of percent. It starts out kind of low, let's see here. It starts off 2%, but at the end of the game it will actually be at 5%. So it's pretty good. That will mean if you have full stacks, which is, let's see what to say, 3 stacks, it will be 15% of their maximum health. That just runs away when you detonate all of them. And my second item, which will be Hurricane, with this you can apply it on more people at once and then detonate with your E ability. But for now on, for the majority of the game, majority of the early game, I'm going to max out my Q, because that is my main harass ability. And as you can see, I suck at aiming. But I will do some nice kill secures or kill steals maybe even. Apparently their Annie is a little bit AFK in the start, giving us a huge advantage, doing some nice damage. But this Leona is actually the one that should get all the credit for this game. She is so good, and having a jungler AFK is a lot better than having someone else AFK, I would say, because it means all the lanes can just be them, not get owned. But more than that, you don't always need the jungler to win a game with the early game, if you're just doing good and their jungler's not that awake and babysits. But apparently our Jace is getting babysit, and that's what he told me the entire game. And as you see, we are having quite a lot of harass and quite a lot of damage dealt on both Annie and Kate. With that Q. And if you don't know how Q works, it's its ability that you charge. And the longer you charge it, the more damage that it deals, and the longer it travels. But as any of those abilities, it deals less damage the more enemies or minions it has gone through. Now we're going to do some fancy stuff. We're almost going to get some kills, but it's just 15 HP. But sometimes kills aren't everything. Now we make them go back. They lose farm, they lose experience, they lose time. We deal quite a lot of damage on their tower, or quite a lot. I mean, like some damage. But you shouldn't always aim for pushing their tower, because pushing their tower will mean they actually can free farm at that lane, because we will have a constant push in that lane, as we have no tower, as they have no tower ending our minions. So it will be lots of farm stacking up there for their AD carry, or whatever, maybe mid lane, maybe not mid lane, because mid lane is such a central point, but top lane. So let's say you face Nasus and you push his tower because you don't want to be in the lane, then he's going to just free farm top lane, and a farmed Nasus is not a funny Nasus. Well, anyway, as you can see, I'm starting up with a pickaxe. Maybe you think it's not a good option, but I'm starting up with as much AD as I can. So I would actually want to go a BF sword is the first item that I get, so I get extremely high damage of my Q ability for harassing them down, especially when I'm against Annie and other squishy opponents that do not have any sustainability. Leona is a very good support. She's almost overpowered, or maybe she is overpowered. But with, let's say if I would have been Wayne or Graves, this Leona would not have been a good choice, because she would just engage, and when Annie would have stunned like she did on me there, she did quite a lot of damage on me. And here I'm going to get my first kill. I'm going to get some speed bonus, and I'm going to detonate my stacks of W on Annie. Anyway, if I would have been Wayne and Leona would have initiated as you do now, and Annie being alive, and I don't have that harassability or that range, I would just have been nuked out of smithereens, because Wayne and Graves are a little bit more, need a little bit more sustain, because they have so short range. And now Leona dies, and that is kind of my fault for not pushing their tower. But as I said, I don't want to push their tower too early, because now we have this huge advantage, and we should just keep on feeding on them a little bit more until they're not worth any money. So now I'm going back, and I'm going to get a BF sword. I'm going to miss my Q a little bit, but as you can see, this farm, well, this time I don't suck at farming. I'm actually quite okay at farming. But there is something that is weird, because this Yi has so much money. I don't even know why. I don't even know. He must have, like, well, let's see what kind of items he have. Because, oh right, he have a Valasi blade. Well, that explains it. Anyway, so I'm going to go back, and I'm going to get the... And if you hear some background noise, it's just my girlfriend doing the dishes. Sorry for that, but I have to keep clean in the house, or we, because I don't like having it. Not anyway. That's not important. As we see here, she has engaged in G, and she did quite a lot of damage on him. And Annie is on the way, so I better stop Annie And as you see now, I've hesitated to go there because I didn't want to get stunned by Annie. And this Leona, who is really good, just guided him up here. And we're not on Skype. This is not a pre-made of mine. We just had some great understanding of that she's going here and I'm going there. Or maybe she was just running from the others. But it turned out great. So now I'm going to get another very heavy AD item, which is a BF sword. So now I have 25 plus 45 extra out over my runes and my masteries and some sustain. And we're pretty much winning this lane. Very easy. It's a score of 1-4. Leona has one death, which is not up here because she died from tower earlier. But Varus and Leona it's a great combo with her passive and my W and my detonating of my blights gives that extra damage. It's just awesome. It's great. It's like having Lux and Leona in the same team. It's pretty good. But as I said, this is a video of Hybrid Varus. And right now I'm not looking very hybrid, but it will be in late game because you do not really want. Now we're going to get some kills here. I'm going to do a fancy snipe on Annie, but you don't really need to go that much AP in the beginning because you need the harass and you need the farm, which can be harder if you're going full AP or too much AP in the beginning. But now I'm having a pretty easy time farming with my high AD, pretty easy time harassing. But at late game, when people get more HP, like their tanks and their bruisers, you do want to have that nuke that detonating those 3 blights will do. Here, this Master Yi is doing some kind of weird stuff, and as you see, I put my soiled ground, I think, or cursed ground, maybe it's called. I'm actually going to die here, and he is going to survive with very, very, very little time. And I should have used my auto attacks before using my Q, but that was my mistake. But anyway, as you could see, I used my soiled ground on him, not for the slow, but for the healing reduction, which is due. And that ability will be a key ability in late game and mid game, where my second item will be Hurricane, so that I can apply my blight on more people at the same time, which is a nice function. You can have it on more people than one at the same time, unlike Wayne, who can only have one person who she stacks her silver bolts on, which is pretty good, because otherwise she would deal true damage to their whole 3 enemies at the same time. But anyway, the Hurricane is good because then I can stack my my blights on more enemies and then detonate on their almost entire team with my E ability. Because later on, my Q, which deals amazing damage right now, will kind of fall pretty flat and stop doing as much damage. Not only because I build AP, but because it's the first ability you max, and when it's maxed, it will lose a lot of damage because it's not being leveled up anymore. Now we're going to get Dragon, which Leona thinks is a good idea. I got credit for that, but it was actually Leona's idea. And I'm getting kind of strong. I am 4-1. We're going to go ahead and fast forward for you, so you don't have to see all the boring stuff. And hopefully the sound and noise are not too bad for you. I'll have to check it after the game. I'm doing some farming. I'm at 94 and the Kate is at 58, so she has been plowed. or wrecked, as the young people say today. Yes. Go. As you can see, the Q deals a lot of damage right now. But it's on a level 6 Annie against a level 9 Varus with 4 kills, so maybe it's not the best way to describe it, but here we're going to get some kills. I'm going to... Okay, maybe I'm not going to snipe that. I don't think I'm going to snipe that. No. I'm actually going back and I'm getting the Infinity Edge for maximum damage, as I'm talking about. There we go. First 2 items. Berserker Graves. I don't really count the boots as items. It is an item, but it's not really an item that you need to discuss why I'm getting. I'm going to slow down because it's going to happen some stuff here. So you can see. And the reason I'm trying to kill minions, so an ability that I haven't talked about is passive. Is real passive, which is a lot of hidden powers. Means if you're in a fight and there is some minions around, you can kill a minion to get that extra attack speed, which is a lot of hidden powers. Which, if you have, and you should get kills here, but I get trapped in a trap. I get trapped in a trap. It's a trap. Anyway, but if you kill a minion while in a fight, you get that extra attack speed. And if you're in the middle of the fight, don't kill it with your auto attacks. Use your auto attacks on others, but try to make sure you kill a minion with your Q or your E. You detonate that extra attack speed, because they won't be counting on it, but there's something you can count on. As you see, there is a lot of damage to that Q, and it wasn't even fully uploaded. So we're going to go ahead and speed up a little bit. There's not going to happen a lot, except now we're going to do some fancy stuff. As you can see, Annie is following us with, and I'm going to go ahead and slow down. Annie is following us, and she's standing here, controlling the timbers, so she don't really have any focus. And what I'm doing right now is I'm rolling back, yep, and doing a lucky crit. But I was, even if I didn't crit that, I would have detonated my. Oh, go ahead. I would have, and here Mordekaiser comes. I don't know what Mordekaiser is thinking, but I'm going to wreck him like that. But I don't know, but even if I wouldn't have critted there, I would still have killed her because of detonating that blight with my E, which didn't have time to land before I killed her. Well, maybe I shouldn't call it a lucky crit. I have Infinity Edge after all. So now we're going back, and now I'm going to build the Hurricane, as I have been speaking about, because for easier, faster applying the blights and also applying on more people at the same time, which is pretty amazing. Because your the funny thing is, it doesn't deal full 80 damage, but your AP damage on your W deals full damage on every target. So even if the AD is reduced, the full damage from your W's passive and your second passive and first passive is still there, which is awesome. So you deal full AP damage from your Q, as I've said like 3 times now. And there's a lot of damage in that. Even it went through a minion, and it actually deals a lot less. Let's see. Oh, now stuff is happening. So let's watch. I'm kind of fed right now, so showing off his hybrid powers will be hard. But you'll see it later when I just wreck their Garen. And remember, this is going to slow down. I'm just going to miss a little bit here. We're going to try to, and I'm going to kill some minions for some reason. And I'm going to do the most epic kill secure the world. Syndra comes here. It's going. I'm just lol, I got this, bro. And she's doing her ultimate, and I'm getting the kill. She didn't get mad though. Not at all, actually. They have a very friendly tone against me now when I'm so fed. Oh, I have the best farm in the game. Amazing! So now we're going to push this, and remember, we are still 4 versus 5. So I'm keep telling my team that they need to push this fast. We need to push, just push. So we can end this before late game happens. But it's 3:15, and we are just going to scale away on kills. And I'm 8-1. And now he comes here, so I'm going to slow down, see what happens. Yeah, it's not going that good for this team, or the enemy team, I mean, of course. But after I get the Hurricane, not Hydra, I think I've been saying Hydra, but I mean Hurricane. And now, before I keep on, we're going to... This Garen is going to follow us way too long. I'm waiting up for my team a little bit. Waiting, we're kiting that guy. Now, we're going to start... So... There. And now they will keep on following us, and she's going to keep on harassing or kiting. As you can see, they're not the smartest bunch in the world, but we're not going to get any kills. I am actually going to go back now, because now Yi is showing up, and I'm pretty lucky they didn't shake that bush. Oh, so now I have the Hurricane, and now is actually the time to get not the Blightwater Cutlass, but I got the Blightwater Cutlass because there has been a lot of kills getting away with very low HP, so I got it just so I can keep up or keep following or with better chase. But in normal cases, I would have gotten the, as you see here. Just another example of how low they... But as you can see, I'm stacking 2 of them at the same time. And that's just amazing for team fights. It's more amazing for people that have extra damage on their ADs. On their auto attacks, I mean, of course. Like Twitch and... Not Wayne, of course, because she can only stack it at one person, but Kog'Maw and also MF, which I'm not accustomed to. Anyway, let's see. But as I said, I would not have gone Blightwater Cutlass if so many kills wasn't. If I didn't suck at getting kills this game. I would have gotten the revolvers instead for that extra EP damage and also the sustain. You think, oh well, the Cutlass has more sustain for me, but not really, because if you have a tank and he has 4k HP or maybe less, but some 3.5k HP, and it gives 20% magic. 20% magic, I mean 20% spell vamp, and you just blast away like 20% of his HP with your full 3 stacks. As you can see, I'm dealing quite a lot of damage on this Garen, and that is because I am mega fed, but it's also a little bit because I'm doing magic damage also, even though I don't have any magic AP ability right now. And I should totally have stayed there, but I was looking in the shop and we lost another kill because I didn't look. But I'm getting the revolver now, and it gives 12% spell vamp, and you do like 400 damage on a tank with 3.5k HP, and then you get 12% of that, which is 40 HP back, which is pretty nice. And let's say you do that on their whole team, because you have the Runan's Hurricane. So you detonate 20% of three of them, which you because it's Runan's Hurricane, and it's 3 people that get stacked, and then you detonate them at the same time. It's quite a lot of damage. It's quite a lot of HP that you will get back, and also at the same time you will get back from the lifesteal. But as you can see, I am getting the Hextech Gunblade for that chaseability and that hybrid item, because it's a very good hybrid, and I'm raping that Mordekaiser. Can I say rape? Can I say rape on YouTube? I don't know. Anyway, as you see, this is one-sided pretty much. We're just dominating. There's not going to happen very much here, more than we pushing it. And I'm going to score another kill with a snipe, which is good because my Q still deals a lot of damage because I'm only level 14, but I'm still doing very much damage with my auto attacks, and at very many of them at the same time. As you can see, I just melt this Garen. Yeah, it's a good game for me. So now we are going to fast forward a little bit. He is going to try to backdoor because he's he. That's what you do. I'm going back and I'm getting my gunblade. And our clearly seen for his AFK. So, and as you can see, I'm getting a blasting wand and a pickaxe, a blasting wand and a pickaxe, and that is for the Genos Rage Blade I am getting now. I don't know why I stopped there. But I'm getting the Rage Blade for a little bit more attack speed and a little bit more raw power on your auto attacks, which will be your main damage, together with your detonating of your Q. Also, your ultimate scales 1.1 in your AP. As you can see, I have 105 in AP, and it's 105. So that's pretty nice, and this is now up to 2 plus 5, yeah, it's 7, so 7 times 3, that's 21, so 21% of their maximum HP at 3, if I'm good, 3 of them at the same time. And you can see G here, he is doing quite a lot of damage, but I'm actually going to pause it. We're going to jump back a little bit so we can see that again, me detonating. There we go. So you can see me detonating my blight on him, which will deal quite a lot of damage. If you didn't see it, but anyway, we'll do it in slow motion and so on, because slow motion. So we're going to slow down here. He's attacking, he's getting a crit, doing quite a lot of damage, and now, there we go, bam, as you can see. Together with the passive from Hextech Gunblade and the Blights detonating, he is getting wrecked. And now Garen comes here. As you can see, when I used my Q before on Caitlyn, did not do as much damage as we are used to, but this Leona is just amazing. She is one of the reasons, and I will barely survive this because of my lifesteal and my spell vamp. And as you can see, Garen is going pretty much armor because he thinks I am really strong, and Jace also. But what you don't know is that I am going hybrid, so I'm just melting his face, especially when he builds HP and armor. And now I have the Venus Rage Blade, and now it's much up to you to decide which is the last item that you want, but these three are the core abilities, core items which you need. And I won't make it that far to build a full Trinity Force, and it will actually surrender before that happens. But I'm going Trinity Force so that after my nuke, after I had detonated all the blights, I still have some extra damage from that sheen when I have used my abilities. But if you feel you don't need the extra health and you don't want sheen and so on, and you think the phage and extra speed from that is wasted, you can always go a little bit more glass cannon, depending on if you go more AP or more AD. You can go Zephyr or Nash's Tooth. And if you feel like you want to go more AP, just make sure you know how to keep your distance and so on. But heavy on the attack speed. And I'm just going to go ahead and pause. Oh, why did I pause now again? Oh, we're going to go ahead, but they're going to surrender any second. As you can see in this game is soon to end. We're going to be a team fight, and we're just going to wreck them all. So here we go. It's me and Leona, against 4 of them, and she's on her way here. As you can see here, we're going to slow down. How I am just melting this Garen. Yeah, that Annie, it's not even funny how much damage I did on her. There we go. And this, I all thanks to this Leona. Another perfect kill secure, kill steal, whatever. And now they will surrender after we take this inhibitor. And that, my friends, is how you go Hybrid Varus. But as I said, the last item for you is up to you. Maybe you want Guardian Angel or something else that you think is good. Wit's End would also work good. Even though it doesn't give any AP or AD, it will do more to your auto attacks. Even though I focus more on detonating my blights, you might focus more on other things that you like. But I think these three, the Hex Tech, Vilgenos, and Runen or Hurricane, is the core item for your build. Then maybe you want this to be the BF sword. I mean the Bloodthirster, for more safety and more sustain, and the critical might not. It's only 25%. So each 4th shot, but when you get the Trinity, as I was going, you up that to maybe a 50, maybe not 50, but yeah, a little bit more to 40 and so on. But you can choose to not have that. I just like it because you can get the pickaxe pretty cheap if you don't get any kills. But if you're having a good game and you get Bloodthirster, or I mean the BF sword, you can, for the extra harass, you can always go and make it into a Bloodthirster. And the reason you shouldn't go full AP Varus is because you will have no damage at all at the beginning. Really, you will have no damage. Your your main harass ability will have no damage, and you will have a hard time farming. And you need attack speed. You need attack speed on Varus for his hybrid or for his AP damage to both detonate and deal that AP damage from your out attacks. But maybe you can do a video of how to play full AP Varus, so you can show me if it works, if you find it working for you. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see some more AP Varus or Hybrid Varus at least, and I'll try to be out there with a how to jungle karma video soon. But you'll have a good time until I see you next time.